Welcome to Oulton Park in Cheshire for ThundersportGB round 4. It's the Bridgestone Thundersport 500 lining up on the grid. Championship leader Sam Ludgate looking to extend his slender lead over championship rivals Nick Clift, Neil Bainbridge, Adam Clark, etc. But Joe Barton, the Spartan, is on pole position, and yet he's looking to pin the throttle back and take 25 points here at Oulton Park, the 2.78 mile circuit. The sun is out, perfect conditions. There is series leader Sam Ludgate, former 600 rider, who's come over to the series, and alongside him, number 32, Nick Clift, currently second overall in the championship, just 10 points behind Sam Ludgate, so an opportunity for him to close that gap down. And Chris Spink is fourth on the grid. We have 36 bikes out on circuit, ready to race around and get themselves onto the podium. Of course, the Thundersport 500 Championship is sponsored by Bridgestone. They're all on the same tyres. They are all pretty much identical bikes. You can race Kawasaki's or Suzuki's, they are allowed, but the entire field for the whole of the championship so far in 2012 are on Hondas. The lights go out and Sam Ludgate struggles to keep the front wheel down, and that's hampered his start. It looks like it's going to be Joe Barton that leads into turn 1. Nick Clift had the inside line over Sam Ludgate for second. The rest of the field go through. It's going to be Joe Barton, the Spartan, that leads down into Cascades. Second place is number 10, Ludgate, from Nick Clift. And got a glimpse of number 24, Matthew Shillings, Nick Mallinson's there, Matt Bainbridge, number 29, Neil Bainbridge, decent starts, not quite as good as Joe Barton, the rider, collect as many points as possible in this championship after a slightly inconsistent start to the year. He was at the end of the championship antagonist in 2012, not through DNF, just cost him, and he's not even in the top 10 yet. A couple of these results here could change everything. 106 it is then, Barton that leads from number 10, Sam Ludgate. There's Richard Blunt, number 13, and just ahead of number 87, that's Adam Clark from Northampton. Sponsored by HD Motorcycles. Within 106, another rider's got to make motorcycles from Wakefield, Joe Barton, and the Spartan, the lead. A bit further down, Dynamite Bailey, number 72, went through up inside the top 10, and as they exit Druids, they just go over the hill. The front end of the bike will just go a little bit light as they then swoop down the hill and in towards Lodge Corner. That Ludgate fancied over the inside, and Robert Clark goes through there, and there's Nick Bainbridge just taking an inside line and up over Deerslip to complete another lap. It is Barton that leads still from Ludgate, and now Nick Clift has got the inside line into Old Hall. So they're already under lap record pace, and down through this wonderful left-hander at Cascades, on your knee, so much grip there. There is number 13, Blunt ahead of 3, Bob Morby. So a good start for him, but these three are just trading away from the rest of the pack so far. And it is Joe Barton that leads from Sam Ludgate. Joe, big crowd fans were waiting for him, so he happened with that win. Joining the front three then in the background, number 87 in the orange vest, as I mentioned earlier, Adam Clark, number 87, trying to get in on the act. Mike Bailey, Adam Paddington, Rob Morby, Dean Court, Matt Bainbridge and Adam Pelferman all still just inside the points. Four leaders go through. Place there, number 13 is Blunt. Morby goes around the outside of Neil Bainbridge into 6th place. Number 27 there behind the Jane Pickford in the sky blue bikes with him having a very nice time back at Mallory Park not so long ago. It's disgusting conditions. Those other riders coming through there. That's number 94, that's Alex Tennant of Southport. As they go down now into Lodge Corner, there's going to be a change on the lead up in the inside. It is Sam Ludgate. Can he make it count? Barton, and that's given a sniff of hope to number 32, Nick Clift, and they're almost three abreast as they go into Old Hall Corner, and Joe Barton has gone from first to third in the space of 2 or 3 corners now. Ludgate leads after that move. And Lodge Corner on that last lap, Adam Clark, that's given him a chance to get back into it, and as they head into Cascades, it's now number 10 Ludgate from 32 Clift and 106 Barton. Barton got some decent drive on the exit of Cascades there and just pulls out to the right-hand side of Nick Clift, and Sam Ludgate goes around the outside, and so does Joe Barton. In fact, he's going to go around the outside of the pair of them. That's a great move from Joe Barton. That'll give him the inside line into Shell Oils. Lots of grip there, and around he goes. That's a little bit wide on the exit, but he made it stick. That's an excellent manoeuvre there from Joe Barton. From third to first around Island End. One of the quickest points here at Oulton Park, and on a CB 500 like this, a 25 flat out. Almost clicks the dirt. Adam Clark has caught back up with these guys now. There you see him at the top of your screen, number 87 with the orange vest, and they're three abreast now going into his easy stick with, and now has the inside line and moves into second ahead of Ludgate. Adam Clark can smell a victory. They've just got to try and make sure they don't let Barton slip away out front. There's 99, Andrew Scanlon from Upton. He's currently just outside the points in 18th behind Sam Holden and Dave Blow. Back with the leaders, these four now within a chance of taking 25 points. And Joe Barton, boy oh boy does he need them. Nick Clift in second, but if Jim Flank can go out here, they'd only be around about a point separating both Nick Clift and Sam Ludgate at the top of the points table. And Clift fancies a go at the lead, and he does. He moved into first place. Nick Clift, and if the flag was right now, he'd be leading the championship. Number 32 there, former St Albans, who was just too big for an Aprilia Super Team a year or two ago, and has jumped over to this Thundersport 500 bike. Slightly off all last year, he has got his own for 2012, and is very much a title contender. Straight line there from Joe Barton, just clips the apex on the inside and runs it wide. It's enough to keep the lead through Shell Oils. Ahead of Nick Clift, it's Adam Clark in third. Sam Ludgate has just fallen off the pace line in fourth. Still in the hunt, the only rider from the top four that hasn't dipped into the 159s. Fastest lap so far, Adam Clark, a 159.7, which has obliterated Colin McCabe's lap record. Down into his even one more time, but it is from Nick Clift, and there's just a couple of bike lengths back then to Clark, who's coming under pressure from the blue and yellow leathers of Sam Ludgate, the former 600 rider that just couldn't really afford to stay in that 600 championship. Great opportunity to come back. There's number 34, Sam Holden from Lincoln. Another rider sporting an orange vest, and we note the fact that he is a rookie for 2012. Under the bridge they go, and down towards Lodge Corner, it's still Joe Barton, but look at this now, Nick Clift all over the back of him, and he wouldn't rule out Clark and Ludgate for a victory here. There's not long to go here in this Bridgestone Thundersport 500 race, and Joe Barton, as I mentioned, 25 points would come in very handy, but every single time they get into Old Hall Corner, Nick Clift will just carry that corner speed and breaks that a little bit later, but the drive belongs to Joe Barton. He may have an opportunity to have a go up the inside into Cascades. No, he's going to take that wide line and try and get the drive himself. Exit there, it's closing in as they head towards Island Bend. Back there's number 29, that's Matt Bainbridge, and oh, there's a bike that's gone down there, tumbling, fluorescent yellow machine. I think it must be number 92, Mumford with the orange vest on, and he's sponsored by Nightingale's Motorcycles, and he's going to have to take the bike back there and get it fixed again. Back to the front we go. It's 106, Joe Barton leads, and Adam Clark trying to get into second place there. Bit further back, there's 100 Neil Bainbridge ahead of number 7 Jonathan Owens, and look at this long battling play. And there's Christian Spink. He started in fourth, he's fallen all the way back. He's struggling to stay in the points. He's in 14th place at the moment. There's number 57 7. Chris Poncia, 111. Is David Carson of Northwich. Ahead of 18, Dave Jeff. And just to the back of the picture there he is. 147, your very own John Virgo, Phil Doody, or the Doodster, as I like to call him. There's a shot of number 92, Luke Mumford, who fell at Cascades a little while ago. That's a bit bent, but I'm sure they'll be able to fix that up, no problems. Back to the front we go, and Nick Clift has just broken away a little from the rest of the pack. What's happened to Joe Barton over the last half a lap? He's fallen from first to fourth. Maybe had a little moment on circuit, but that's allowed Sam Ludgate to move up into second place. Adam Clark's just been pushed down to third, but Nick Clift has a 3-bike length lead. The exit Cascades head up towards Island Bend. It's fast left-hander, and if you take the right line, you really can take it almost flat out. A bike like this, probably not on a 600 or a 1000cc machine, but Joe Barton, whatever mistake he must have made, whether it will end down somewhere, he's made it all back again, and he's weaving all from left to right, trying to find a way past Sam Ludgate. It's difficult to pass coming into Britain's. There's Nick Clift, the race leader, ahead of Clark, and no, he didn't manage to get past Sam Ludgate, who's in third place. Barton, over the hilltop, will tackle the slipstream and no doubt have a nibble at Sam Ludgate for third into his chicane, and here he comes. Right. How these four are still all upright, they're not sign of any carnage just yet, but maybe we're speaking a bit too soon. Number 22 and number 91. 22 is Adam Carter, 91 Dave Blow, just coming through. So Dave currently in 16th place, just outside the points, but about midway through the pack. Back to the front, and Clark it is that has the advantage. He's gone from first to fourth, and that's unbelievable through Lodge Corner. It's where most of the action takes place, and that just gives you an idea as to, well, it doesn't give you an idea as to who's going to win this race, because you can chuck a blanket over all four of them as they head into Old Corner. Sam Ludgate's turn now to lead as Joe Barton takes advantage of a mistake from Nick Clift and moves up to second ahead of Adam Clark. So it's now Ludgate, Barton, Clark and Clift as they head into Cascades. They've all changed positions nearly every lap so far. I'm not sure I'd want to be leading going into the last lap, because you are going to be attacked as they go into Island Bend here. 3 or 4 abreast and head up towards Shell Oils. It's Clark that has it at the moment. Ludgate wants to go up the inside, but Joe Barton goes around the inside of all of them, and then coming up on the outside is Nick Clift. This is like NASCAR. Unbelievable stuff in the Bridgestone Thundersport 500. No one wants to give up his victory, and through Britain we go. Joe Barton back to the front ahead of Clift, Ludgate and Adam Clark. Great racing here in the 500s. As ever, we've seen it year upon year since its introduction to ThundersportGB in 2009. The inaugural champion, Jonathan Harrison, came in and had some decent battles with the Butcher, John Butcher, who's still racing from time to time. We see him at Brands Hatch. Since then, we've seen Mark Evans take the championship, Andy Lawson. There's number 22. Adam Carter again from Buxton. Currently, just holding on to the final point spot in 15th. Joe Barton then, on this last lap, certainly the second half of this last lap, he just managed to pull out a bit of a gap over Adam Clark, Nick Clift and Sam Ludgate. The last lap flag is out, and it's now or never for the likes of Clark, Clift and Ludgate, and Clift wants to make the move now. He's sensed the opportunity, he saw a gap and he's run a bit wide, and he's gone from second to fourth. One small mistake can cost you the victory here, and Joe Barton might have just pulled the pin at the right moment. He leads on this last lap, and he's gone perhaps 2 or 3 tenths, and Clift and Ludgate beating each other up here. It's not going to help them catch up to the race leader, Joe Barton. He comes around Island Bend, he's got some clean air, and the rest of the other 3 try and figure out who's going to get the final podium spots. And Nick Clift, did he go up the inside into Shell Oils? We'll have to wait and see in the next camera shot. It's Barton that leads from Clark. No, Clift is still in third from Ludgate. This timing but he's left it late. He's stuck in a late 159 there. The rest of them doing 2 minute 2 minute 3. Adam Clark, though, you can count him out of race wins. He has to do something quickly. Nick Clift around the outside of Ludgate, tried to cross the inside. Oh, he's down! Nick Clift is down! He's trying to do too much into Izzy chicane. He's got his head in his hands, and that won't do his championship any favours at all. Clift goes down on the final lap, and he won't be finishing on the podium in this race. Unfortunately, the man that's second in the championship has fallen at his ease. He's up and okay, it's just his pride that's hurt. He carries his seat unit back towards the tyre wall. Meanwhile, well, Sam Ludgate's out of it, and Adam Clark, will he have a look? He's not got enough time. Martin's just got to cruise around this last turn. Ooh, wobbling on the exit as they go over Deers League, but it is going to be a win for the Spartan. Joe Barton wins here at Oulton Park, and he is delighted. Second place there goes to newcomer Adam Clark, number 87. What a fantastic race that was from the Thundersport 500 crew. Further back, we've got Matt Shillings finishing 4th, Nick Mellison 5th. Richard Blunt, I believe, has managed to get 6th ahead of Neil Bainbridge. Nick Clift, of course, fell on that last lap whilst in 3rd place, but here are the results. Bart wins from Clark. Sam Ludgate takes 3rd ahead of Matt Shillings. Nick Mellison collected 5th, as we said, and Richard Blunt, 6th place. In the middle there, then, the race winner, very happy, Joe Barton.
So, Bridgestone Thundersport 500, 3rd place position, Sam Ludgate. Sam, a good race for you.
Another awesome CB race, yeah. Oh, it's just 4 of us at the front there, changing position every lap, as you can probably see. And one point, there's 4 of us into Shell Oils. Like, I think I went down the inside of Adam, Joe went down the inside of me, and Nick went round the outside of a lot of us, and it was just like carnage. But oh, it's fantastic, yeah. Difficult race. Who would you like to thank for your win and your sponsors? Any of those? I don't really have any sponsors, but just like to thank my girlfriend and putting up with me being a bit touchy all weekend and all that. But and obviously ThundersportGB for just running a top club meeting. Congratulations, Sam. Well done. Excellent performance. Cheers. Second place, Adam. How was your race? Fantastic. Sort of went off with the front guys. Didn't think I could stay with them, qualifying in 5th. Just sort of stuck it out. Found myself in 1st, chopping positions with Joe, with Sam, and also Nick. Really fell off. Bit of bad luck for him, but yeah, all in all, a fantastic race. Yeah, well happy. Brilliant, excellent performance. Who would you like to thank for today? Mostly Johnny from HB Motorcycles. Steve from SDS Plumbing and Heating for buying me tyres this weekend. My nan, my mum and my dad who's helping me this weekend. Fantastic, yeah. That's brilliant, Adam, well done. All right. Don't forget, for all of the naked motorcycle, you can log on to www.bikerfm every single Friday or every day of the week even, covering everything from naked riding right the way through to adventure biking. First place winner today, Joe Barton. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you very much. A brilliant race for me, starting from pole. You've always got the pressure to do well, and I just thought I need to get my head down and get a good run sort of for the first couple of laps, try and make a break. But these lads are so fast, I knew they'd be right with me all the way. So it was a fantastic race for me.
That's brilliant. Joe, who would you like to thank for your performance today?
Thanks to HB Motorcycles, they've helped me out so much. My girlfriend, my dad for coming, he's been a chef all the time I've been racing. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you to everyone that's come to watch me, and the lads that I race with in the team, they're all brilliant.
That's excellent. Well done and congratulations, Joe.
Thank you very much.
as you can see, we're at a sunny Oulton Park for the next round of Thundersport Naked, a programme that follows the ThundersportGB Championship around Great Britain and follows two classes around, the Hell Performance Street Fighters and the Bridgestone Thundersport 500s. Effectively, they are naked machines with no fairings, hence the name Thundersport Naked. Well, coming into this round, Thundersport 500, sponsored by Bridgestone, Sam Ludgate is the championship leader. There is Joe Barton, though, on pole position. Joe, the Spartan Barton, the new nickname, with Sam Ludgate just next to him on the grid there. Number 32, that's Nick Clift, in third place on the grid, and number 42, Christopher Spink, on the front row. But as you can see there from that great shot, we have, well, I think if you could fit 100 CB500s on the grid, then they'd have them. They're all queuing up to get into this class and away from the line. It looks as though championship leader number 10, the blue and yellow leathers there, has got the whole shot. Sam Ludgate it is that leads through turn one, as we just see a glimpse there of 111 David Carson, and we head down towards Cascades. It is Ludgate from 106, Joe Barton with the green and white Kawasaki leathers, I suppose, but he is out there on the Honda. There's Dynamite Bailey, number 72, all sorts of nicknames for these guys in this paddock. I can't keep up with them. They're all friendly off circuit, but look at them on circuit. One of the best championships actually brought in for ThundersportGB after the first year of the championship. Of course, the old CB500 Cup was on a decline, really, and it was brought back to life with ThundersportGB, and since then, this has gone from strength to strength. That record belongs at the moment to Colin McCabe at 2 minutes, 0.3, but we are expecting that to be beaten here today. Joe Barton, the Spartan it is, that leads down into Hizzy chicane. Sam Ludgate just behind. Joe needs to get himself a little bit more consistent this year if he's to have a chance of winning the championship. He's outside the top 10. He's a bit of a winning or bin it nature so far this year. I'm sure he won't mind me saying, as we just see number 57 going through. That's Chris Poncia. But a number of riders that, well, another rider to look out for. Number 87, Adam Clark, who's fourth in the championship. Adam, a rookie for this year, so you'll see that orange vest on to denote that fact. He's in that third or fourth place at the moment. He's had a great year. Second in the championship is Nick Clift, number 32. Neil Bainbridge, third in the championship. He'll be riding number 100. But at the moment, leading this race after one lap is Joe Barton, number 106 from Sam Ludgate, as we just close in on the black and fluorescent orangey pink bike of number 42, Christopher Spink from Stafford. A number of riders just going through there, 111 and 16, that's David Carson and Craig Jeff, and then just behind him, 147, your very own John Virgo, Phil Doody. Dave Stewart, race organisers, given him a new team this weekend, Panaki Pants Racing, apparently. Not really sure what that's all about, but I'm sure we'll find out. I'll have to have a chat with Phil when we're in Exton and find out. But Phil Doody there, a regular in the paddock, cool as a cucumber. He's got 007 in his phone number, but I'd say he's more stirred than shaken. There is number 87, Adam Clark from Northampton, racing for the HV Motorcycles team, and he really has been a revelation in this class so far this year. It's budget racing, Thundersport 500s. These bikes are relatively cheap to buy, and it's great fun at the front of them as well. There's a number of riders that have come from 600s have entered the class. We have younger riders, older riders. It's a good class to start your trade in. It does demand a slightly different riding style to that of, say, the Aprilia Super Teams if you were starting your career up, but nevertheless, you learn some racecraft, and Joe Barton here, who is a young man himself, is doing a great job of leading this race just from Sam Ludgate. But I've got to say that Clark in third, with the orange vest on, looks the most dangerous as there's a change for a lead. Sam Ludgate goes up into first place into Old Hall Corner. Nick Clift has just gone around and put in the fastest lap of the race. A 1:59.408 for Nick Clift. So maybe we'll start seeing Nick closing in on these three at the front, who have just broken away from the rest of the pack. It's well, look at that, through Island Bend. That'll be pretty much flat out on a CB500. Every single bike out on the grid is a Honda CB 500, although this class does allow the Suzukis and Kawasaki's. They're not quite as competitive, however, as these Hondas, hence why the majority of the field are on them, or all of the field in this particular case. Through Britain they go. Ludgate, the championship leader, in first, ahead of Joe Barton and Adam Clark. And that does look like Nick Clift is in fourth place, so he's on the move, and Joe Barton had a look up the inside into Hizzies, and he had to have a look around. He just run out of room, and there's a change there for a lead. Sam Ludgate also run wide, but shoves it up the inside of Clark, and then Joe Barton resumes onto the circuit, manages to find his way back into the top three, and side by side as they go over Clay Hill, has Adam Clark got himself into the lead as they go around Druids? Yes, he has. Adam Clark, the newcomer, leads this race. Well, it was a three-way race for the race lead, but it's now all changed because look at this, Nick Clift. He got the fastest lap of the race just that last time around, and he's up into second place. There's Chris Spink, number 42. Nick Clift is the man on the move. He's second in the championship, just 10 points behind Sam Ludgate. Sam has been bumped down to fourth place. Nick Clift there, number 32, in second, just behind Clark. Was that a bit of smoke coming from Clark's bike as he just tipped into Old Hall Corner? We'll keep an eye on that for you. Clark leads from Clift. Joe Barton in third. Ludgate is in fourth place. Into Cascades they go. And some good drive out of Cascades for Nick Clift. That's Richard Blunt in fifth place, number 13. Just ahead of Christopher Spink. And riders make their way into Shell Oils. This banked hairpin, and up into the lead goes Nick Clift. He runs a little bit wide. Oh, and he's lost it. It banked up that corner, and just as he's tried to tip in. It's rare to see riders falling at that point of the circuit. I was about to say how grippy it was around there. Well, not for Nick Clift, the fastest man on circuit. There's definitely a bit of smoke coming from that exhaust, but I don't think there's anything really to worry ourselves about at the moment. And on this last lap, if Clark can keep it in first place, he's in fourth overall in the championship. He'll move so close to Neil Bainbridge in third. But it's anyone's guess who's going to grab this win here. Clark is the lead from Joe Barton in second there with the green and white leathers. The Spartan Barton ahead of Ludgate. It's going to be a winner out of these three. I think that the likes of Blunt and Spink have just fallen away now. Their chances of winning are slim. They come around Lodge Corner, and that's a nice gap. Oh, and almost going onto the grass is the race leader, Adam Clark. He's just got Lodge Corner to deal with, and then onto the start finish straight. Ludgate goes up into second place, but Joe Barton close to the door. There's a puff of smoke coming out of the exit of the exhaust, but it's not going to be a problem. The checkered flag's waiting, and it's going to be Adam Clark that wins the Thundersport 500 race, sponsored by Bridgestone, and look how happy he is with that. A great win for Clark. He wins the race from Joe Barton. Sam Ludgate collects third place. The championship leader, Richard Blunt, was fourth. Christopher Spink, fifth place, ahead of Neil Bainbridge in sixth. And there is a delighted Adam Clark in the centre. Championship standings then. Ludgate it is that still leads, but it's close. Adam Clark lifts himself up to second ahead of Bainbridge, Clift, Barton and Richard Blunt.
Third position, Sam Ludgate. How did the race go for you, chap?
The race was another mental CB 500 race, basically. Changing lead so many times, changing position. I lost the front in the second chicane and thought I'd lost it, but I managed just to keep it upright, and then Adam came past me, and then had a mega battle with Joe on the last lap, but I think he was just a bit younger and a bit braver in the final two corners, like so. But it was good stuff, it was proper.
Who would you like to thank for today, Sam?
Just thank my girlfriend for the help she does, not just all this weekend, it's like all the weeks before, making me tea when I'm in the garage, messing about with the bike, and that's it really.
Our second position, Joe, how are you doing? How was your race today?
That was a lot harder than the first one. The tyres were going off and we were right on the limit. I were on the grass 3 or 4 times. I think everybody were real bumping and barging, elbows out sort of stuff. Absolutely fantastic.
Who would you like to thank? Who are your sponsors?
Massive thanks to HB Motorcycles. Johnny's worked absolute wonders with us since we started racing, and my dad, my girlfriend, everybody that's come to watch, my sister, everybody. It's been brilliant, thank you.
Fantastic, congratulations, Joe. Our race winner, Bridgestone Thundersport 500. Adam, how are you? How was your race?
Awesome race. Got a really bad start. Went back to about 8th. Worked my way through. kept picking them off. Got up to the front, I saw Joe run on, I thought, right, just get my head down, keep it steady. Rode sort of clean race, and then sort of Joe come by me, I thought, right, that's it, he's going to clear off like he did in the first race. I've managed to pass him again, Cliff come by me, he fell off right in front of me at the Shell Oils, and then I just kept in front from there, and I just kept my head down. Rode a defensive line into the last bend, just hope for best, and that was it, yeah.
Adam, congratulations and well done for a great race.
Yeah, thank you, thanks a lot.